Hey, home learning heroes, I'm back again with another poem. Actually, I did this one before, but it kind of got messed up. So I'm doing it again, which is fun. All right, so the poem title is called Grandma Was Eaten by a Shark, which is a fun title, I think. Now, this is N2 for age 7, boys and girls, if you are doing the competition. My children are actually doing this, so it's quite fun to do at home. Okay, we'll go through it once. We'll look at all the places where we could mess up, and we'll talk about what is being said and how it should be said, and then I'll perform it for you the way that I think I would do it. All right, so let's have a look at the title first. Grandma was eaten by a shark. Make sure that when you say this word, it's eaten by a shark. Down here, we have the name Andrea Shavick. Andrea Shavick. Okay. Up at the top, we can start. Grandma was eaten by a shark. Dad by a killer whale. And my baby brother got slurped up by a rather hungry sea snail. These last two lines get really tricky because you have two B sounds, three actually, baby brother, and then the SL, slurped. That might be a new word. Slurped. It makes the ED, but the T sound is what it sounds like. Listen again. Slurped up by a rather hungry, and then two S's, sea snail. So a lot going on with your mouth. Go slow, practice, get it better. A cuttlefish cut my mum to bits. An octopus strangled my sister. Strangled. It's got the angle in there. Strangled. A jellyfish stung my auntie's toes, giving her terrible blisters. Aunties. Make sure you plural, you make that ownership. Auntie's toes. Terrible blisters. And an S at the end. A pufferfish poisoned my grandpa. 3 P's in a row. Pufferfish poisoned grandpa. A lot of P's. Now, when you have a P sound or a lot of P's, make sure that if you're on a microphone, you turn your head a little bit to send that stop close of the air out, but not directly at the microphone, or it'll make a big thunk, thunk when you say the P sound. Just a little tip for you. A pufferfish poisoned my grandpa. A dogfish ate my cat. And then a catfish ate my dog. Did you know there really are fish called dogfish and definitely fish called catfish? So that's why it's kind of funny. I was very upset about that. So go for a swim if you like. Just don't ask me to come too. I'm staying here with my camera. I can't wait to see what gets you. Remember, I can't. Don't just start with the word can't wait. I can't wait to see what gets you. Oh, I like this one. It's quite fun. Now, when you're doing a poem and you're performing it, it's like telling a story, kind of like painting a picture of words. Words are your paint. So in my mind, I can see a child, maybe younger, who is at the beach and really doesn't want to go swimming. Doesn't really feel like it. Maybe he's scared or she's scared or for whatever reason. So there's kind of a lot of make-believe here. I don't really believe that a shark ate grandma. I don't think so. So the only part in this poem where I think the person might be a little sad is when the catfish ate my dog. Now that made me a little sad. So that's quite interesting. And when we get there, I'll really highlight this section right here. I was very upset about that. Otherwise, he says, I'm going to stay here. I just want to see what happens to you, which means I really want you to stay with me too. That's what I see in my head, and you might see something different. But the way I'm going to try and paint my picture is going to be like that. So see what you think. And remember, lots of ways to do it. You find what works best for you. Here we go. Grandma Was Eaten by a Shark by Andrea Shavick. Grandma was eaten by a shark, Dad by a killer whale, and my baby brother got slurped up by a rather hungry sea snail. A cuttlefish cut my mum to bits. An octopus strangled my sister. A jellyfish stung my auntie's toes, giving her terrible blisters. A pufferfish poisoned my grandpa. A dogfish ate my cat. And then a catfish ate my dog. I was very upset about that. So go for a swim if you like. Just don't ask me to come too. I'm staying here with my camera. I can't wait to see what gets you. Ta-da! That's my poem. All right, guys, thank you so much for joining me, and come back again and let's look at some more together. Until then, goodbye.